this little open carry story. I'm in Olympia, all right? Like I said, it's the capital of Washington. Open carry is legal there. You can't. Okay, some of the things we've done while I was in Washington is that you can't own assault weapons or whatever. It's a dumb, made-up fucking term, in my opinion. You can't own shit like SKS's there or ARs unless they're like gifted to you. It's a whole bunch of legal bullshit. Hop through the hoops like a little fucking dog on a leash kind of bullshit. It's a liberal Yankee shithole. Anyway, I'm in Olympia. I'm there. It's September 20th. I remember this day exactly because there's a fucking little parade there for some dumb shit. Well, I go looking for a bookstore because my woman Vana, you know, she she's really into poetry and she likes books and like that. She wants some cool poetry, so I went to some obscure bookstores in town to try to get her something. Now, I go to this first bookstore and it's run by this old elderly lesbian couple. They say I'm open carrying. They say, "Oh, no big deal. We shoot too." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And we talk about guns for a little bit. I find a few books at my interest, so I get two of them. One of them's about Vietnamese poetry because she's Vietnamese on her mom's side, and this other one's about enduring through hardship in life and being a or becoming a better person through hardship and bettering yourself from the experiences from it. It's a nice little poetry book. Anyway, I go out. I see this little coffee shop. I walk in, and I go to get coffee, and I order me black cup coffee because I don't really like stuff. Okay, I'll admit, I'll put like cream and sugar in my coffee, right? So I'm waiting in line. I go, and I turn around. There's this fucking kid, this little fucking white kid. Well, he's like a teenager, he's like 16, 17, he said. And he's like, "Oh, I think it's so cool you're open carrying like that, dude." And that day I had actually come from the range. I probably should have mentioned this at the start, but I'd come from the Triangle Pit. You don't know what the Triangle Pit is? Well, if you're from Washington, you go shooting a lot, you know what the Triangle Pit is. It's out in Olympia Forest or Capitol Forest or whatever. It's a cool little spot. Anyway, this kid, he's like all hyped up and shit, like some kind of like fucking wannabe fucking gangster kind of dude. He thinks it's go cool. He approached towards me a little bit. I see he's kind of, he might have been high or some shit. He might have been like, had a little buzz going. It's whatever. He's a kid. He's a teenager. I'm not really making a big deal of it, but he's like talking about my guns shit. He's like eyeing up my pistols and shit. You know, and keep in mind, this coffee shop is packed full of random ass people. And they see this kid hyping up at me and shit. These people are looking at me, looking at the kid all fucking freaked out and shit. The barista's looking at me from the side of my eye, on my right eye. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like keeping a normal conversation. I have my hands on my pistols, like ready in case he tries to go for something just as a precaution. I know he probably wouldn't have done anything, and honestly, I didn't want to shoot him. I don't really want to shoot anyone. Because shooting is a last resort, right? In a self-defense situation, right? It's the last resort. And it's also kind of rude to shoot someone for getting overhyped. But anyway, the kid's talking. He asks me what I do. I tell him, oh, I'm a gunsmith and in the army. And oh, you're in government work. Yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's cool as shit. And how do you get that shit? I'm like, just go apply. He's like, oh, I might go do that. And then he just fucking rushed out of the fucking store and ran onto a skateboard and fucked off. Weird interaction, but it's Olympia, it's a weird fucking place. Anyway, the second instant I get my coffee. Coffee ended up being complete dog shit. They charge you $10 for a smallest cup of coffee. It was dog shit coffee, kind of sour in the middle. So anyway, I'm walking back to the truck. I got my fucking gifts for my girl for her birthday and all that. I'm walking by this old man and his wife. Old man's on a walker and shit. I'm walking past him. I go, "Ma'am, sir, just be courteous because they're in the past." So I scoot over a little to get out of the way. And the old man looks at me up and down real quick. Goes, "What's the fuck's your problem, boy?" And I'm like, "What, sir?" I just looked at him all funny, like, I'm just being courteous, and I looked at his woman, she's like, "Paul, what's the matter with you?" And then he fucking pointed at my pistol. I was like, "You don't have the right to do that. You're making everyone in this town uncomfortable. You ain't nobody," or some shit. He was saying a bunch of random bullshit. I just looked him up and down. I'm like, "What are you gonna do, old timer?" And he just huffed at me and scuttled off on his walker. Now, that's the freaking first time I've been to Olympia. Like, in a few months that I got in Washington. Now, the second one, I was there with a buddy because he wanted to go shopping for some fucking hunting supplies because it has this old surplus store and he figured to get some cheap hunting clothes out of it. Ended up buying this nice green jacket there. It's old uh, American Eagle jacket or some shit. It's a really nice little puffer jacket, real comfy, cozy and all that. Bought that for $10. He got his hunting stuff. We're walking back. I look over on the other side of the street. There's 3 fucking city police officers looking at me because I was open carrying this one too. So me and my buddy were just casually talking and walking back to my truck in the parking lot. Whole time I'm getting shaded or shadowed by these fucking cops, you know. And as I'm crossing the street going to my parking lot, they fucking stopped before they cross. And I looked at them, waved, and got in my fucking truck. And I'm driving by. One of them took a picture of my fucking license plate. I think it was some dumb shit. I'm like, you scared of a guy with a pair of pistols? Dude, it's a weird place, Washington. I'll be honest, but that's that's my experience with Olympia. Yeah,
No. I
really
mean, you go
not.
out in like the countryside where there's bears and shit. Oh yeah, obviously. But you go to like a place like Olympia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, you're
Uh,
you're
there's,
you're just asking for it.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Shoot me? Yeah, I know. They're just trying to make sure everyone stays safe and all that. And I mean, personally, I don't really care for cops. I don't really trust them for shit. That's just me. Going with my dad and all his weird shit he did. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much Olympia for you.